Bojan Savic here with the Mercedes-Benz of Scottsdale to talk to you about 2021 E53 AMG. What's different, what's new, what are we bringing you for 2021? Across all the product line of the E-Class, we redesigned a little bit the front fascia. It's 2021 for the E-Class. It's the refreshment here, where we added some of the features, changed some of the features. So the front appearance of the car for the E350, E450, E53 and E63S, it's a little bit different. In this case, E53 has, of course, the AMG specific grille that you can notice. These have this AMG slits that are in the front. We used to call it Panamericana grille. I guess we don't anymore because we call it the AMG specific grille. That's how you can recognize the vehicle is the AMG E53. The other thing, the front fascia lower part on the front splitter, you will notice some of the difference between the 53 and the 63. 63, it's going to have more pronounced the front splitter, as far as on this area. So that's what's different on the front fascia. The front bumper is basically different. The bonnet or the hood basically stayed the same like before. Also, the thing that you can notice different, Mercedes-Benz intelligent lighting system, LED with the adaptive multi-beam assist. It's going to be different, so the lights and the front hood is going to be different. The wheels, we had these wheels, AMG multi-spoke wheels with the gray inserts on the inside, so it's kind of like a two-tone. We had that for quite a while now on many of our products, so it is one of the trademarks of the AMG. Also, this particular vehicle, let's go back to the power. It produces 429 horsepower and 384 pound-feet of torque. And yes, it does come with the battery, 48-volt battery that sits between the engine and the transmission, provides you additional power, 21 horsepower, 184 pound-feet of torque. It's not meant to be combined with the engine power because it comes at a different time. And we are not calling this a hybrid. No, we're not. I'll go into that a little bit later. Also, the power of the vehicle, so it's a 3-liter motor with the turbo that's enhanced with the battery that produces this power. And also the power is distributed by a AMG enhanced, again, the TCT transmission, torque converter transmission. To the all 4 wheels, because we do have on this one the 4MATIC Plus. So what's different? Well, this is a little bit more than just a 4MATIC. This is a AMG, the Mercedes-Benz system, the AMG enhanced all-wheel drive system, performance-based, where the 69% of the power goes to the rear wheels, 31% of the power goes to the front wheels, depending on when it's needed, how it's needed, and the 4MATIC Plus adds the more power on the wheels that have the most traction, so the vehicle can perform better when it's in the demanding situation, depending just everything, how much do you want this vehicle, put it to its limits. If you find a road where you can drive this car to the limits, because I can tell you that 429 horsepower and 384 pound-feet of torque will definitely meet the limits really fast, or really quickly rather than that. The vehicle is finished with the DESIGNO diamond white on the exterior, and you do have the macchiato beige / black NAPPA leather on the interior. We'll go into the interior a little bit later to show you what's exactly the two-tone. The seats are and everything are part of the beige or macchiato beige, and the floor and some of the side trim you will see it's in the black. Also, one of the things that's noticeable from the exterior appearance of the car, and we do, at least in this dealership, add many of the cars with a panoramic roof, especially when it's a black and white combination, so it does have that striking appearance. Everything black and white, keep it classic, keep it really neat, cool, very stylish, very elegant. And yet there's a few of the clues that are in the front that will indicate the aggressiveness for the car, because again, this is a very, very, very fast machine. So what's different, what's new as far as on the back? Well, I'm assuming that immediately you can recognize the taillights. Now we have the 2-piece taillights versus the just 1-piece that was before. So they're OLED taillights. little bit better visibility. I think personally it looks much nicer. Redesigned the trunk area, and also as far as on the rear diffuser, it's a little bit different. Rounded tailpipes. Yes, that tells us this vehicle is E53. If it was 63, this will be squared and it will look a little bit different. So those are the main points that is different far as on the back of the vehicle, okay? So let's go in the interior so I can show you, punch out a few more features about this 2021 E53 AMG. Welcome to the interior of the 2021 E53 AMG. So what's new, what's different? I'm guessing you can immediately see right for yourself. The steering wheel is different, right in front of the driver. Different layout for the steering wheel, different grab handles and everything else in the features. And we have two more features. You have the AMG drive unit to the right and to the left. What does the AMG drive unit do? Well, you have the settings usually for the vehicle. How do you want the vehicle to respond? How do you want the vehicle to react? So you have the comfort, sport plus, different settings that will give you the different performance of the vehicle. And of course you do have the settings also for the suspension. Those very same features, because they are optional. Please keep in mind you have that right here in the center console. Dynamic plus, or the settings of the vehicle, and then the suspension if you want to put it in the manual mode and so forth. So far as on the interior, what else is different? Well, this is the major difference than what we had before. Besides that, the new thing for the Mercedes-Benz, we have the new NTG control. So basically update the infotainment system. So now I have the touchscreen and I can change the screens and informations that are right in front of the driver for the instrument cluster, and for the infotainment that's for the shared for the rest of the vehicle. So that's one of the cool and the new features. And yes, you do have the Mercedes-Benz intelligent artificial intelligence system, but you can talk to it. So you can say it's too hot in the car, it's too cold in the car, play me some rock music and so forth. So basically like Siri is to the iPhone, well, Hey Mercedes is...
I'm sorry, can you say that again, please?
Change ambient color to green.
Okay, I'm changing the color.
Ta-da! Unbelievable, right? So you do have the system that can change many of the things as far as the look and design. It's all made there for your viewing pleasure. Yes. So as far as on the powertrain of the vehicle, that's the same as before. What we have, the engine and the transmission and the power, 429 horsepower and 384 pound-feet of torque. Yes, we do have the 21 horsepower and 184 pound-feet of torque available from the battery. So how does that pertain? Because it does not come at the same time. So what comes and when? So let's say we're in dead start. We're going to smash that accelerator pedal, right? We wanted to give it the all cold. So the power is going to go to the all four of our wheels. So one of the things that's all-wheel drive, it serves in many of our sports and performance cars, it to give you the quicker acceleration, right? So when you mash that accelerator pedal, well, turbocharged engines or engine in general will need to create the boost, create the pressure and the power to give you all this. Well, in case of the battery, we have 184 pound-feet of torque and 21 horsepower immediately at our disposal. So that's going to give that initial push in the very first instant when you mash the accelerator pedal. Meanwhile, of course, the engine is working. Engine is creating the pressure. That pressure is get through the turbocharger, is going to get back to the engine, so you're going to get that performance. So this is one of the reasons why the EQ boost, or the system that we have 53 in this case with our inline-six-cylinder engine, it's a little bit different than we got used to before, and delivery of the power, and why we do not combine delivery from the battery that's inside and from the motor that creates. It's not mashed up. So hopefully that clears that up. But I think it will be the best if you can come in and experience it for yourself, because yes, we do have the 63S, which is give you the 603 horsepower, right? But don't think that the 53 will not impress you by any means. The vehicle is very fast, very capable. It is an AMG, but just it doesn't have the hand-built motor, which the 63 does this one. So I usually call this civilized version, and the other one is a little bit more uncivilized, more track worthy. So I hope that I give you some more information about this beautiful 2021 E53 AMG. If you have any questions, please ask them in the comments below, or simply walking down dealership, ask for me, Bojan Sarek, and I'll be happy to show you.